Hello and welcome to the Girl That Went For It podcast. I'm your host, Johanna Scholz, also known as Johanna Lian on Instagram, and author of Believe in Life, How to Dance in the Rain. If you want to live your dream life and become the best version of yourself, then this podcast is for you. I hope that I can inspire and encourage you to never give up and to always believe in yourself. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, Johanna_Liana, for daily content. And now enjoy this episode. Hello and welcome back to this new episode. So today I want to talk about dreaming big, and I feel like I always talk about this, but I want to share something with you which is really, really powerful when you want to manifest your dream life and when you want to achieve big things. I know it can be scary to step out of your comfort zone. Like, no one said it's going to be easy, and I know that we all had this feeling before of being anxious, stepping out of our comfort zone and doing the thing. Like, for example, quitting our job and starting our own thing, like in general, resigning on our job, at our job, however you say it. Or, I don't know, maybe you break up with your boyfriend, and it's really scary. It's out of your comfort zone. It's like the thing you are comfortable in, like the relationship you're comfortable in, that, or whatever it is. I think we all have an example where we stepped out of our comfort zone. So, for example, taking a leap of faith and starting from scratch, from zero, from with nothing. Like, you know what I mean? I think you get what I'm trying to say. When we do scary things, our ego wants to keep us safe. It is just natural. Oh, that's a hard word. It is just natural. Like, our ego tries to keep us safe, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's good to be safe, right? But what I want you to understand, there is always a backup plan. So let's say you want to start your own business. Think about the worst case scenario. What could happen? For example, you're not going to make any money, which I actually don't want you to say, because it's kind of you affirming that, like you inviting that into your life, like I don't want you to manifest that. But anyway, we want to think about the worst case scenario, because that's what we do when we step out of our comfort zone, or actually staying in our comfort zone. We are afraid that the worst case scenario could happen. But what I want you to do is think about your worst case scenario and create a backup plan. So let's say worst case scenario, you're not making any money with your new business. Well, that's okay, because you can still apply for that job at the cafe. You can still get back to your old job. Let's say they offered you that you can always come back. You still have heaps of connections to start somewhere else. You will find a job if you need to. So once you have your backup plan sorted, you know that, okay, worst case scenario, shit hits the fan, I can still apply for a job at XYZ or whatever it is. Like, you will always find a solution. But sometimes it helps us before we step out of our comfort zone, it helps us to know, okay, this is the plan if it doesn't work out. Or, for example, with my visa, like when I came to New Zealand, I think I told you the story before, but before I came to New Zealand, I was thinking of 4 different ways how I can stay in New Zealand, like 4 different visa options that I could try, and well, I ended up with number 5 that I haven't even thought of, but I at least had like different options. If plan A doesn't work, I can do plan B, plan C, or plan D. So there's always a backup plan. So it helps you, like when something feels really overwhelming and your goal just feels too far out of your comfort zone, start creating backup plans. Maybe you want to journal on this. Like, honestly, journaling, I told you before, and I tell you in every episode, can change your life. So write down, like, okay, this is my goal and I'm gonna get there, but in case I won't, this is my backup plan. So write down, this is my goal, this is how I'm going to get there, and in case I won't, this is my backup plan, and then I will get back on track. So just remember, there is always a backup plan. And this will help you to achieve your goal, because you know that you can't fail, because failure is only a lesson you can learn, and then you can get back up, get back on your track, get back in, what's that German, English word for it? Zielgerade, it's the German word. Get back onto your road to success, and you can do it, because you can't fail. You can only learn and start from the point of where you failed, but you will learn your lessons, and you can move forward, and you learn from it, and you can grow. And life is an amazing journey. So I just wanted to share this with you today. So if there's something scary and your ego tries to keep you safe, that's normal and that's okay. But know that you can step out of your comfort zone, and it will be so much easier once you created a backup plan, because you know that nothing can go wrong, because if that happens, if shit hits the fan, you can still go to your backup plan. So yeah, I hope this episode inspired you. Feel free to share it with your friends. That would really mean a lot, because I put a lot of time into my podcast, doing this in my free time, and I love providing content for you. So if you want to share this episode with a friend who needs it, who might need to step out of your comfort zone, or he has to step out of his comfort zone, feel free to share this. Feel free to tag me in your Instagram stories or wherever you want to share it. And I hope you have an amazing day. Well, that does it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening and tuning in today. If you like this episode and don't want to miss any new ones, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Feel free to share it with your friends or on social media. It really means a lot to me. It will help me to create this podcast. You can find me on Instagram, Johanna_Liana. I'm always happy to connect, so flick me a message if you want. Enjoy the rest of your day, and always remember, it's a beautiful day to have a good day. It's a beautiful day to be alive.